right, Mr. SimpleBiz guy, let's start the show.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into this episode of the SimpleBiz360 podcast. My name is Jeff Mason. I'm your host for the next 5 minutes, and today we're going to be looking at why we need to go to the telephone gym. Well, why? Because our business telephone skills are eroding. They are. Hey, you can catch us on YouTube, IGTV, which is Instagram, Rumble TV, and 28 listening platforms. So again, we're so psyched you're here. And, here's the why, right? Our business skills are just eroding. They are. So, since the 1900s, we've seen email come into vogue and the propensity for companies to transfer their communication to, emails versus phone. The managers and executives of companies have been seeing that phone usage go down. Then we couple that with the advent of texting, and now texting's pretty darn good and quick and easy. And now we're blending in texting with emailing. So again, the usage on the phones go down and down and down. Now we got remote work situations where people are working out of the house instead of offices, or working out of the house 3 days a week in the office too. And companies are closing their phone systems down, and they're reverting to just cell phone, options for customers. So, we're even finding a trend going that way. And so as we look at all this, the future generations, what's in it for those future generations in communication? Well, I can tell you, in my opinion, the phone usage is going to go down and down again. So we're just have this steady decline in hopping on the phone and having a conversation with someone. You see it in your own families. You see it with your friends and loved ones. We're a microcosm of the society we live in. The business just kind of clicks and drags and copies and pastes all that stuff into business because it's convenient and people are used to it. So what is happening when we pick up that phone to initiate a phone call with a customer, or we answer the phone when we get a call from the customer? Well, we're out of shape. We don't have our skill sets polished. We're not refined. Our use of the English vocabulary is not as tight as it was, just rolling off the tongue. We find ourselves hesitating. We find ourselves groping for the right words. The conversations can be awkward and clumsy and oftentimes end wrong. I'm in the middle of one of those that happened to me recently that way, which we'll talk about in the next episode a little bit. But, it's all this talking on the phone, the training on that just by usage on a day-to-day basis, it's evaporated. It's gone. So, where do we go from here? What are the options? Well, we should consider, really doing a couple things when we're on the phone or getting ready to go on the phone that we probably haven't thought about in a while. And so I suggest guardrails. We often talk about business as being a simplistic highway on top of a mountain. We're trying to go through the happy customer tunnel. And what protects us from falling off the mountain? Well, those are guardrails on the side of the road. So same thing here. We need guardrails to put up to protect us in these conversations on the phone where we don't do that often anymore. So rather than end up with a bad result, what do we do to end up with good results? Well, we suggest courtesy, purpose, action. It's just the easiest way to put 3 simple guardrail protectors up there that, you get ready for that call or you get ready to answer that. You want to engage in a simple formula of courtesy, purpose, and action to help us along with that. The other thing is get rid of distractions, get ready for the business at hand. Don't be caught multitasking while you're on the phone with a very critical situation, because if you're multitasking and you're not have your guardrails up, man, this thing could just go south. So again, we need to start going to the telephone gym, rethinking the use of the telephone, getting ourselves prepared, getting ourselves in the modality of doing business verbally back and forth rather than electronically. And, so again, electronics still going to be our main default, but we're going to have to be prepared for these face-to-face or these phone-to-phone conversations. So today we are going to dip back again. We're in that Fillmore East West today. We're going to stick with Fillmore East. Oh, man, this is a good one. Joe Cocker, Mad Dogs and Englishmen, they did a tune, Feeling All Right. Yeah, you've heard it, Dave Mason. You've heard it from the Traffic Boys. Well, this is it, Feeling All Right, Friday, March 27th, 1970. Fillmore East. Enjoy it. We will see you in 168 hours.